sandwiches. I love it. That was always the best thing, getting to make sandwiches with you going back to school.
Oh, back to school. Everyone's getting back to their regular routines.
Summer's coming to an end, and that means getting back to our regular eating routines. Not so much of that.
I know, and everybody has so
fun.
many different tastes, especially like with their lunches, what everyone likes in their lunch. Some people like the standard peanut butter and jelly, the ham and cheese, the turkey and,
Or a veggie sandwich. You know, you gotta switch it up, and there's so many options out there. So we're just gonna show you some of our favorite ingredients. We have our 3 categories of what's holding your sandwich together, whether it be breads, wrap, lettuces, what you're putting inside your sandwich, number 2, and that's so many options. What is it, like meats?
Well, you have your meats, you have pepperonis, you have turkey, you have ham.
You have peanut butter and jellies you can do. I love making veggie sandwiches. And then lastly, you have all the condiments that you can put with it, which are so many options, from
Your
Dijon mustards and
honey mustard,
hummuses. So like for my veggie sandwich, I mean, there's so many options. So really, there's one of our main sandwiches that my mom used to always make us in school was our hero sandwich. So
But back then, Meg, you know, we really couldn't find good bread. And so today we have so many different options. Booties makes these like whole grain seeded rolls, so you don't have to have like a huge, you know, kids today, they don't want to eat so much. They want to eat just a little bit. So you have a nice dinner roll that acts as like a baguette. You can have the bagel or
regular bread.
Oh, and then Rudy's makes these fabulous wraps. They come in.
This is a spinach one. They typically won't all be green.
Right. They can be white too.
Yes.
But we kind of like the color. And
one thing about these, like, you can either leave them like lightly toasted, or if you're doing a tortilla, I always find it's best if you want to heat up your oven on like 350 and just kind of warm them up so that they're soft and pliable, so they don't tear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last, you can always use a lettuce wrap, you know? And so there's so many different choices. So we're going to make our favorite sandwiches using a bunch of different condiments and ingredients that will kind of, you know, spice up your normal sandwiches that you've been making every day.
So my mom's going to make a standard hero sandwich.
Yeah.
And how did you come up with that name, like the hero? Like, I don't even remember. It was
Well, a hero or a hoagie, like you go to an Italian restaurant, or, you know, you just want to make this simple sandwich. Bread, a little mustard, some cheese, maybe some, you know, ham, turkey, chicken, whatever. Put it together and you're good to go.
Yum.
We just spice it up a little bit with maybe using a spicier mustard with a little horseradish, or even
Let's start making it. You're making me hungry.
a honey Dijon.
I love it. Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and
I'm gonna cut up some tomatoes because like I've said enough, love my veggies. So I'm gonna do a veggie sandwich on this regular, just the whole grain white Udi's bread. And I always find with veggies, you really want to cut them really thin so that you're not getting like a big chunk. It's just easier to eat. Like, you think about like a turkey slice or any type of meat slice, they're really thin, and that's like with the veggies. Otherwise they can get, that's when you have the problem.
They get mushy
Well,
and
when you
juicy.
bite them, you know, you pull out like the entire tomato, and then you're like, well, there goes my sandwich. So
well, and I'm
keeping it
using
like
this majestic aioli garlic, Meg. Oh, it adds just wonderful flavor.
yeah,
I also am not a cow cheese person. I like goat cheese. So I'm choosing some goat cheese that I'm adding onto my sandwich here, my little hero sub.
And I would say I'm a no cheese person, so I'm just gonna use like a hummus is gonna be my nice fat and protein in my veggie sandwich. Really good source of that. And there's so many options of the different hummuses. I mean,
Can you hand me the lettuce over there, Meg?
Yes.
I'm gonna add a little lettuce to mine.
Perfect.
And maybe a little red onion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's looking good. So you put, do you use
So
turkey?
I use some fresh deli sandwich.
Yeah, put
You
this on
know,
pot. This is
so
looking
you go
so
to the
good.
deli. This is the fresh, but there's so many other choices, Meg. That you've got, you know, Applegate does fabulous herb turkey, or they have chicken. And it's all sustainable. Even bacon. Don't be afraid to make like a BLT.
Definitely. Well, that's great for leftovers too. If you have leftover, like, a chicken breast from dinner the night before. You can put that on
Absolutely.
your sandwich. Like there's so many options of really switching it up, and we found these
Turkey pepperoni.
so good. We love it. So if you don't want that, right? I mean, they look like
Classic sub right here, ready to
so
go.
yummy.
Oh,
I love it.
Topping it. Ta-da!
I mean, that's the perfect size sandwich. That's what you want to be eating. I mean, on top of all the snacks and other stuff you put with the lunches, I mean, it's
And I'm gonna put it in these old school, you know, waxed paper bags. It's really awesome. So I'm good to go there.
Yeah, and for my veggie sandwich, I'm not putting a little hummus on here. So I already have the Dijon, have a little hummus, and I think I'm gonna put a little.
Do you want some avocado on there?
Yeah, I'm definitely
Here,
gonna
I'll
taste.
smush some for
Thank
you.
you. So I have my hummus, Dijon. I'm gonna use this lettuce leaf too.
Okay, this is looking pretty yummy.
And then
Ooh, how about some cucumber?
tomatoes.
Mmm.
Let me make my sandwich.
I know.
I'm gonna do some tomatoes and red onions, all thinly sliced, because that's what's gonna keep it really great. And that you'll get all the good bites in every single one. I might even break these in half a little bit.
Do you want some cheese on there, Ming?
No, thank you.
No cheese. All right, well,
No
I'm
cheese for me.
making a lettuce wrap for those that don't want to have so many carbs. And so, you know, it's just lettuce, little avocado.
I think this is good.
That looks awesome.
You know, you could even put some like pesto in your veggie sandwich. I mean,
Oh my gosh, thanks so
Look at
much.
this. This is so yummy.
Pesto. Little pesto here. I'm going to add it to my lettuce wrap. I added hummus.
you know what I just
Oh my
saw?
gosh, what'd you see?
I'm gonna add a little sprouts to my veggie sandwich too.
Oh, yes.
So many microgreens. If I can open open this.
Here, it's kind of a hard thing to open. Let me just get this here. Oh, this is really a persnickety thing here. Okay, we got it open. So,
Some
all right.
sprouts. And there's so many different types of sprouts that you can use. You have broccoli, radish, kale. Like these microgreens are just adding all these other wonderful nutrients and really spicing up your normal sandwich.
All right, and I'm gonna add some of this other chicken. Oh, that looks really good. Oh, hand me some sprouts. I'll put some sprouts. Maybe got any tomato in there.
Do you want to add some cucumber?
Oh, yeah. Let me add some cucumber. I'm gonna cut it.
Yeah, I was gonna say cut them in half because that's the one thing. Like, if you have a big vegetable and you want to cut it up into smaller pieces, like I said, when you bite it, you don't pull out the entire vegetable. And with cucumbers, you have so many different kinds: Persian, regular. I mean,
Skinless.
so many different types of tomatoes,
Ooh,
heirlooms.
heirlooms coming into season.
So great.
All right, I got my veggie. Well, not really. It's a veggie. I put some chicken in mine, but it's a lettuce wrap.
A lettuce wrap.
And you can take this whole lettuce wrap, you guys, and you can add it if you want something a little more heartier or sturdier, and just stick it in a regular.
That was pretty genius, Mom.
Okay, thanks.
I liked it. So
Kind of holds it together.
yeah, so to see all of the ingredients that we're using in all these sandwiches and all these wraps, you can go to our website on KoreaGirlsKitchen.com. We're constantly posting stuff to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I mean, we're photographing all of this. So yeah, come check it out. We'll see you soon.
Oh, wow.
This is where it's at.
Flavor.